let me tell you something about this dude.
Bean?
Yeah, he on a streak. He had like 9 game winners, walk-offs. 3, 2, 1, and his 9th one, we in Milwaukee. You know how your adrenaline could still be pumping after the game?
Yeah.
He's murmuring to himself, I'm better than Mike.
Hey, I'm better than Mike. Yes.
Fuck, it's crazy.
Straight up. Welcome, everybody. This is Cousins. We back at it again. And oh, yeah, my real cousin.
Yeah, I am your real cousin.
What up? What up, y'all? We want y'all to be a part of the fam, so make sure you subscribe on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts, and keep up with us on social by following @VinceNTMac. Cuzzo, we got another special one in the building today. My classmate.
Okay.
Tell us who we got, my boy.
Back-to-back champion.
Mm-hmm.
6th man of the year.
Mm-hmm.
14 seasons?
Yeah.
14 seasons. And one of the most versatile big men the game has ever seen. And we're starting to see versions of that now. This guy was doing this in high school.
I saw it.
Some of you call him LO.
Mm-hmm.
You know him as Lamar Odom. LO, man. Welcome man.
To the
What's
show.
good? What's good?
My classmate.
Thanks for having me, my guys.
Yeah, man.
I never really considered myself a big man until like I
Big guard.
got stuck at the 4. Pat Riley, when I was on the Clippers, I played like at some games I started the point guard. Then I got to Miami. He changed really like my whole style of game, like how I, he made me a dog, a different type of dog.
Pat Riley.
Yeah, I thought my name was motherfucker the first 2 weeks of like training and shit like that. Down there. Word. I thought my name was motherfucker, bro. But he probably one of the best coaches I had, if not the best.
He is a champion.
Let's elaborate on that since we're already here. As far as like the discipline side of it, expanding, your thinking.
Everything was just defense first, rebounding.
Mm-hmm. The body fat. Talk to us about add that body fat.
I mean, it was easy for me because I ain't had nobody fat on coming in. But where it started to get tricky, because I probably weighed like 215, 220 with the Clippers. By November on Miami, I was like 245, 250.
Excuse me? Huh?
Word to mother.
How? Weights? In Miami?
Word. That first, my chest was still, I remember I got a picture of Allen Iverson, I got a chest. That's summer. My shit was like this. Real, it was just, Jim.
They wanted you to be a brute.
Run. I remember running fourth quarter. I'm up like this. If you play the floor, I could just run past you.
But you got to think that's early 2000,
yeah,
03, 04.
So
that's back.
I could just literally run past you with the basketball. Like football.
Yeah,
I could just really run past you for 4 quarters, and you couldn't do nothing about it but get that work.
Very unusual language to you.
I mean, coming from the Clippers,
right?
You know what I'm saying? It was just do your thing. You know what I'm saying? You know what though? That was probably one of my favorite.
Y'all was having fun. You can see the fun y'all were having. Yeah.
With D Miles and Q Rich, they called me they old head. I mean, I was 22. They was like 19, 20. But we had a lot of genuine fun.
Because I remember D Miles coming out and they was like he was like the next version of you.
Yeah.
Y'all played the likes of y'all. They had all this talent.
It's so funny. I always thought he was like a smaller Garnett.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You know what I mean? Because he had a little crossover.
Yeah.
But he didn't really put combos together. But he was so fast and quick.
Yeah.
And he loved to dunk the basketball too.
He was quick off his feet.
Yeah, he was.
Quick bounce.
Word. Well, I had a lot of fun playing with them too.
Let's go childhood. Let's take him back childhood. So since you're talking about point guard, who taught you that? And what was the inspiration for you learning how to play that position? Because what was your, give me your height.
When I was 10, I was 5'10".
See that?
You know what I mean? But
that's tall.
Yeah. But the ball handling and all that came from
New York City. But that's what y'all did, right? That's a cultural thing, right?
And then I'm playing against older dudes when I'm 10 years old.
We all did that.
And I'm small and, in frame. So me handling the ball was the only way I can get on the court. But it's honestly like how good my handle was, and that shit was really like God-given. And working out with Vincent Smith, who Kenny Smith's brother.
I was about to say, but tell him, you grew up idolizing who? You said it to us when you walked in. You patterned your game really
Kenny
after.
Anderson, yeah. So, even when I was, my first 2 years in the league, I was all about, taking you, taking the ball, and taking you and have you move to the side so I can go straight. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I kind of like just grew up playing the whole time. So
And we got to give a shout out to Vince Smith too.
Yeah, using my handle to get to the rack.
Kenny A too.
Yeah.
Kenny A was nasty with them hands. I'm sure every guard that came before or came after Kenny A was inspired.
In high school, Kenny Anderson was the the prototype.
For sure.
After him, it was it was Steph who I looked up to.
Yeah.
Again.
Time there.
Yeah, you feel me?
Yeah.
But it was always the point guard game. So I used to idolize Magic Johnson growing up too. So I always saw myself being a big point guard in the NBA.
So always being a facilitator, not having a scores mentality, or
Yeah.
just really doing
And that
everything.
shit that, and I look back at it, I'm like, damn, Lamar, I'm right there. That shit hurt you though. Like, you know what I mean? Then your point average being 13 and 15 or 17 is different.
At what age did you feel like, all right, I love this game, and I'm different from all the cats that I play against?
When I knew it.
You didn't know?
I did know it. When I was 10 years old, I knew it.
Oh, you knew it then at 10.
Yeah. My IQ for the game was different. You know what I'm saying?
Did y'all play outside a lot, right?
Yeah, on the concrete, the rain, shoveling the snow. But I think how I saw the game was different. It was like advanced to me.
At what point did you feel like you earned the respect in your neighborhood playing on the playground?
That was early. 10
At
years old, yeah.
that 10, 12 as
I was
well?
everybody that was 13, 14 in high school, I'm busting their ass and shit already.
Were you the tallest out of everybody?
Yeah, I was 12 in my hood for like 4 years. Cause I used to lie to them and be like, yo, I'm 12. You know what I'm saying? I used to lie. I'm like, yo, I'm 12. Just to get on the court or just to get that look.
And there's video of you at the Rucker. Was that one of your favorite places to play as a young boy?
Yeah, I'm gonna say, probably to this day, I enjoy playing in that type of atmosphere more than the NBA. Cause it's intense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The crowd is on you. Like when you play in the Garden, if you do a nice move, it could be a backdoor pass or something simple. You get to ooh. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna show you that appreciation, especially.
I remember growing up, we didn't have anything like the Rucker, but it's something about playing in the park and playing against older cats.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
sure.
That it just it gives you a sense of like, I'm not there yet. I'm not extremely confident. I'm confident enough to be out here, but I'm a little iffy. I'm not real sure of myself and in my game. But as you continue to play against the older cats and in that type of environment, bro, that's what prepares you for, those pressurized situations, those tough games, because it ain't nothing like cats that's from your hood that what they really about. They can hoop, but it's a different type of pressure.
Because it ain't no fouls. You know what I'm saying?
No.
You're playing through everything.
It's a different game.
And that's why I was going to ask about playing with Ron, playing against Ron back in the day as in high school, and also Shamika Holtzclaw, because you were talking about two people that
I
earned
heard
your
it
respect.
so cold.
She went to my high school.
And that's why I'm asking you that, because
she used to hoop with us.
You doing what you do, and then her playing with y'all.
Yeah.
Like the talent that came out of New York at that time.
She from Queens too?
She from Queens too.
Yeah. Queens got talent, bro.
Yeah, no, we definitely do. It's just a love for the game. It's a New York City thing.
And just
really.
being around it.
Yeah, you just want to be playing as much as possible, really. I don't even know if they play as much. I know they play with the referees and stuff like that, but I'm just talking about just going outside and just getting it on with your boy. I don't know if they really do that a lot, like in our generation, how we did that.
These kids growing up in-house on video games, we were outdoors, bro.
Right.
Hooping all day.
All day.
All day.
I came from Florida to New York, play at Patterson with Tim Thomas.
Tim Thomas.
For the competition. Just to get to see it. We played against each other,
Yeah.
Hey, man,
Patterson Catholic.
I got to ask you, I know how basketball was in New York. I know how basketball was in Polk County. How was basketball in Daytona, bro?
We had to be killing.
How was it in Daytona? Did y'all hoop outside like that?
No, we hooped outside.
At the park?
Yes. That's where I played outside.
Yeah.
Derbyshire Park. Shout out to Derbyshire.
All right.
That's where I played. But I mean, to find the best competition, it was football.
And
Yeah,
Daytona.
those are Florida. Those are
It was
football
football,
states, too,
especially
Florida.
in that time, back when we came out. Basketball players were there.
Yeah.
We had to find them. We were a football state first. You know that.
Nah,
And
we
then-
had some
Y'all
talent.
chasing
No,
rabbits,
we
though.
we had talent, but you had to go find it. Like Team Florida for a long time, the best players didn't play. Remember? So that's why I
Right.
ended up going to play with
Tim
Patterson
Thomas. Yeah.
and Tim Thomas.
Yeah.
And all those guys, because I'm looking for the best talent.
Mhm.
Like I played Team Florida, but it was like the third tier guys, if you
Yeah.
would, because the best players didn't want to play.
Yeah.
Tim
Or they were
Thomas,
playing
Tim
football.
Thomas best, like, top 3 best high school basketball
you ever
players I ever
seen?
seen in my life.
I hear that a lot. I never seen.
Because you never really seen
I never
Tim
seen
like that. New York Knicks, that ain't really Tim Thomas. Tim Thomas in 12th, 11th grade.
I hear
That
it.
was my
I
time.
heard-
You
Talk-
see
tell me-
LeBron James highlights. He's on that. He's 6'11", like 240.
With the handle.
handle and the tray ball.
Could do everything.
I couldn't do nothing.
Pass
with him.
all
I
it.
can't front. That's one player in high school I couldn't really do nothing with. When he turned it on, it was like he looking at me like a little boy, because his body was so mature.
Nah, but he's like 3 years older than us, though.
Not
1
year.
He got
Nah,
He Kobe Bryant year, right?
not high
He's not the
school.
year
He's
before
your
Kobe?
year,
He's
right?
Oh no, he's under me.
He under him.
Oh,
That's
so we're
Kobe
going to
Bryant
play
year.
2 years together.
so he is
Tim Thomas
96.
He was
Kobe Bryant
sophomore.
year.
He's going to be I was going to be a junior. I was going
Oh
to play my
my-
junior and senior year.
He was a man child. huh?
Oh my goodness gracious! He gave it to Jermaine O'Neal at ABCD with a broke finger. I remember he had like the little cast on his finger. Shout out to Jermaine O'Neal.
Hold on. So you went
No
to ABCD
disrespect.
a couple times.
Twice. No disrespect, Jermaine O'Neal. You a dog too, but Tim bust your ass at ABCD. I seen it.
Easy.
Bust his ass
Easy.
with the broke finger.
You talk about big point guard.
Different type of basketball players. Though.
Yeah, because Timber just take him outside.
yeah,
and
yeah.
beat him
Different
up,
type
you know
of
what I mean?
basketball players.
Yeah.
Jermaine O'Neal was
But
just
that was
straight
the crazy
inside.
thing about Tim though. Like he play on the perimeter, but he can play in the post.
If he played in
and
the
he
post,
had
it
that
was,
too.
you was
So yeah,
done. What you gonna do? It was because
It's
he
nothing
had
you could do.
footwork and
pretty
everything.
shot too, man.
Yeah,
Shoot
like he
Good
had
shot and
everything.
everything.
I want to get into this, man. I'm waiting. We've been talking about it. That's cool. ABCD, man.
Uh-oh.
Let's talk about it. Like you said, you've been there twice. Like, tell me your first experience of ABCD first.
First time,
Before we get-
I probably was a little.
So you went your junior year. That's when I met you.
Yeah, I went to
So did
junior. I
you
went
go
2
your-
years. I went to my sophomore year and then my junior year going into senior year. My sophomore year going into junior year, I was like, damn, there's a lot of. That's why I got so much respect for you, because that could have been intimidating for you to, you know what I'm saying, coming from where you came from and leaving the number one with the number one spot. I was a little intimidated. I ain't gonna even front.
Because of the
Because
talent.
there
because
was
of
so
The
many
talent.
kids there.
Yeah. When you,
know what
walk
I mean?
in that
so
gym,
many
dog,
different
and
body
you-
types. You know what I mean? Like I ain't gonna bump into 7-footers in New York. You just
Well,
got
not a lot
these
of
young, you know what I mean? You just got these young 7-foot kids, and everybody, body types is different. I'm slight at this time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Playing against these down south boys and all of that. It
Flying
was a
all
little
over the
intimidating,
place.
but I came with it. Both times the year where you left with the number one spot, I probably was a little too cocky. You know what I'm saying?
Because you were the number one player at that time.
Yeah, at that time I was number one, and I knew ain't nobody play like me or was my height. And then this dude come, you know what I mean, with a little handle, and he jumping over shit.
But what you said was interesting to me, because I heard his version, and he was talking about how shout out to Dick Vitale, but Dick Vitale was basically his focus was about one people and one person, and
it was me.
basically had to
Yeah,
get on your
He
level.
put a
Yeah, it was
target,
like-
put a
but-
target on his back.
But
Man,
what
Jim-
about it for you? How you sitting there listening to that?
I'm like, this shit easy. They all know that he's setting up. They all gonna get their ass busted. I'm gonna leave out here, And I kind of like took my foot off the gas a little bit. If I knew my man would have gonna do a windmill on James Felton, I probably would have
Nah, LO.
revved it up.
Nah, what you, so
Yeah,
what?
the whole gym stood up. I like, oh,
So what
shit.
you didn't know is I almost got a fight with the New York cats on the bus. Sonny had to come get me off the bus because
I
they didn't know
remember
who
that.
I was, right?
Yeah,
and
I
they,
remember that. And then you kicking ass and all that. They got jelly.
Yeah,
Got the
bro.
New York jelly in them.
Yeah,
He said,
bro.
Zach.
Yo, he did
Zach was hot.
he did a windmill on dude. Every coach in there jumped out their seat, yo. If you could see this highlight, Rick Pitino, everybody that was there was, oh shit.
Nah, it was
And
crazy.
then it was a wrap.
It was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But even after that, we faced each other in Vegas
Yeah,
in
when
a
you played
tournament.
for Mount
I was with
Zion.
Mount Zion. Redemption?
Yeah.
Redemption. I remember. I forgot what hotel we was at, LO. We was at the same hotel, and somehow we connected with each other. And I remember you grabbing like, yo, son, the New York,
Yeah.
you use New York all day. Yo, son, come walk with me real quick, son. Take this stroll down the street. So we ended up walking up and down the strip or whatever, coming back to our hotel. But I just remember, I was like, man, I just played this cat. And he was the number one player in the country. Now I'm the number one player. Now we hanging together? Like
Yeah. And it's crazy because I almost went to Mount Zion.
that
I
same
shoulda
year?
did it. Nah, but when I went to Redemption, instead of going Redemption,
Yeah.
my aunt came and went to Mount Zion that summer, and
You know what? I remember that, L.
feel me?
Because I remember my coach talking about
Word to mother.
we were trying to get you.
And she
I
told me, she
remember
gonna tell me
that.
everything bad about the school.
Yes.
She told me everything bad. I'm like, okay, so fuck it, I ain't going there.
Wow.
Word.
Clothes, the uniforms, going to
Yeah,
church.
like, yeah, word. She told me everything that she knew I wasn't probably gonna really be into about the school.
Waking up 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, going to Wallace Wade, running.
Word.
Nah, it was a lot.
But then I think about it now, like, we all need discipline.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
That'd have been a cheat code.
In our life.
That'd have been a cheat code.
And,
That ain't fair.
I'm gonna keep real with you. Like, I'm just like, learning how to discipline myself now.
Yeah.
Man, I'm 46.
Yeah. I know we jumping into something different. This is going to a deep discussion right now. Where do you think you went off rails with your decision making?
Pot.
A lot of people smoke.
I know
weed,
that, but
though,
a lot of people don't have addiction genetically passed down to them.
Mhm.
feel
So
me?
that was passed down to
My
you.
father was a heroin addict.
Right.
You feel me? So, if you stop pot, it ain't getting you high no more. You might be like, damn, let me
Yeah.
try some cocaine and shit like that.
What age did you start smoking? 'Cause I know we were
Smoking
17.
weed like 14, 15, probably not too soon after. And then trauma too. You know what I mean? My mom's died when I was 12 years old. Feel me?
Damn.
So, when your mom's died, you in New
Yeah.
York City, that shit is just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Good thing I was really like protected by my neighborhood. My family lived in the same neighborhood since 1957.
Right.
So I don't think nobody would let me they wouldn't let me turn to drugs
Yeah.
or shooting a gun or nothing like that. But, you're going to explore after you don't got your mom. Your mom's your best friend, you 12 years old.
That's what I was about to say. When you lost your mom,
I could have really been like,
your
fuck
mind,
it.
right? That's what we're going to say. Did
You know what I
your
mean? So
mind
part of
shift
me-
go?
Part of me
did
was
your-
like, fuck it. And then part of me was like, all right, now I got to really get it
Get
done
it.
and do it for
Say
everybody.
fam.
But who was
Yeah.
that one on your corner like, yo, nah, you got
Nah,
something, get it done?
man,
Or it was just a
nah.
decision you made?
Nah, that's what I had in my mind. It's manifestation. You know what I'm saying? If you're a spiritual dude, we all got God in us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I knew if I put in the work and I had talent enough, I knew I was going to the NBA. When I was 10 years old, I remember me telling my mother I'm going to get a big house and all of that. And then by the time I was 12 years old, she wasn't there no more.
When you were growing up and playing sports, who supported you? Who you identified? Like, who was in those stands?
I mean,
that
my
you
mom's
consistently.
till I was only like 12, and then when she wasn't there, it was really like, auntie and all of them at work. My grandma old already.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She ain't
Man,
gonna really lead the whole, like, I ain't really have like an uncle that coming to the game or, driving me to practice and nothing like that. This shit is just all my
Want
gut.
to.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't learned how to drive until I got to California. I was like 3 years in the league
I
until
got-
I heard word to mother.
Not even college.
Nah, because I went to a small school in Rhode
Rhode
Island.
Island, yeah.
Jeff McGinnis used to drive me to practice and,
Shout out
and
to
into
Touche.
the games every day. Just think about, I want you to think about this insanity. Okay, think about how, addiction is so strong because your brain is diseased.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you take a diseased brain and you feeding it alcohol
Yeah.
or feeding it marijuana, your
Yeah.
fucking actions and all that is going to be
Yeah.
insane.
For sure.
So just think about this insanity. Me and Jeff, we going to the game. You know what I'm saying?
college. It's college we talking
No,
about.
in the NBA.
Oh, you're talking about with
McGinnis
Clippers.
Yeah. We going to the games puffing a L, smoking a blunt. Like, that's fucking crazy. If you think about, weed and the smell and the people that don't smoke weed, so now you're going to go in the locker room? Come on, young black man. You feel how, you see how insane that is?
That decision making, man.
It's
everything.
You off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. And we grasp things, like you said.
Yeah.
You just now starting to figure out some
Come
things.
on, man. And like,
it's that childhood trauma, man.
Yeah, I don't want to, Jeff was my guy. You know what I mean? Jeff McGinnis was my dude. He held me down my first 2-3 years with the Clippers. So I don't want to mention his name in a negative light.
Yeah, and I don't think he was doing anything malicious to try to hurt you, because he probably don't even know everything that you was going through, all the traumas. You know what I mean? He probably just thought that was just something that
I didn't really start
time.
opening up about shit really until like lately. Because when you're trying to figure yourself out, the what, when, and why about you.
So when the ball stopped bouncing, you got that silence.
2015 when I stopped playing.
When you stopped playing, what was that?
2015 is when I had to I love, keep it real with you, I love drugs. You're talking to a real addict, kid.
Hard drugs.
I mean, yeah, I want to sniff cocaine. If I ain't got to play ball, that mean I don't have no responsibility.
Did you do drugs while you were playing?
Nah.
So this was
summertime. I did though.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna front. Summertime. I had,
so not during the season.
No. You get drug tested 4 times. You know what I mean?
Man, they got these cats out here in advance, boy.
Yeah. But I ain't gonna. If you get caught for sniffing cocaine, that spending's gonna be crazy. I had some great cocaine summers though.
You just displayed self-control, because you don't do it during the season, but you wait till after the season. So you got the control. You have the control. I do got the control, but your addictive mind, you always just you got to stay. It was a reason why.
You're gonna try to the addict mind. You're gonna think of how you're gonna beat the system.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying? Yeah. And so that was my way of beating the system, just partying hard in the summertime.
You think that had an effect on your
my overall how good I could be?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, 100%. I should be where y'all at in the fame.
No shit.
You feel what I'm saying? Just
no shit.
Off of straight talent. I had people come to me before I made it to the NBA.
Listen, bro.
And I was like 13 years old. Like, yo, you a Hall of Famer.
Dog.
No doubt in my eyes, you a Hall of Famer.
Like those championship runs, bro, with the Lakers.
I mean, my man.
Some of those, like, bro, I saw you in Utah series when you putting up double doubles and shooting 50% from 100%. The three. Like, you was crazy.
I mean, let's keep it real with you. You see what y'all doing with the podcast. My man, I shot a reality show in season.
I was there.
That mean I was playing in the games and still, my 6 Man of the Year award, I was shooting a reality show.
That's crazy.
Like, so I know I had the grit and the makeup to do it, especially if you put me on the spot. I'm going to get it done. But I'm thinking about overall, like greatness and legacy. Yeah, I heard that, by abusing drugs. 100%. But I'm going to stand on that because I don't really think, I think about my life, the ups and downs. I've probably been put here to do something more.
For sure.
Than just play basketball.
For sure.
Because I'm going to keep real with you.
We all got a purpose, yo.
Yeah, what I've been through, being poisoned in that brothel, because I didn't have drugs that day. I didn't take no drugs that day. Keep it real with you. And I was mad as fuck. I didn't have no cocaine. I just signed the divorce papers with my wife.
Hold on. What you mean you ain't had no drugs that day?
Listen to what I'm saying. I was living in Vegas for a week and a half. So I didn't even know where to go, get no drugs from nothing like that. I just signed the divorce papers. I said, yo, I'm going to the Bunny Ranch. I know where it's at. You know the Bunny Ranch that used to come on HBO?
Yeah.
I said, I'm going to the Bunny Ranch, but I ain't have no fucking cocaine to take. Now, I'm going to go party, really get it in, and don't have no cocaine. Because at that time, cocaine and women, they went hand in hand. I ain't even had no coke to take to the motherfucker, so I was tight.
So you go.
I went. Got there. I said, yo, gave him the black card. $75,000 I put down. So, yo, let's keep this a secret. You know what I'm saying? Because I was trying to protect their brand.
Huh?
This is how real I'm keeping it with you, bro.
75 grand?
75,000. So, yo, let's keep this a secret. You feel me? I don't want them to know that I'm here. I just signed the divorce papers to their beautiful daughter and her sister. Sat down, had a drink. I woke up 3 days later. I couldn't even talk when I woke up.
You sat down at the bar?
Nah, I'm just right on the bed. I remember I sat on the bed, sat the drink down, a little table stand. I
And
woke
that
up 3 days later, man.
One drink is for all you remember.
Oh, I remember. I woke up 3 days later. My dudes. When I woke up in the hospital, they said, yo, you was in a coma for 3 days.
What was your first reaction? Like, what are you thinking when you're hearing this now? Once you come to,
No, when I'm saying it now, the blessing in that moment is that I didn't wake up like Tupac. Cause I'm like, I know I didn't do drugs.
So you was well aware that when you woke up that you didn't do drugs?
No, it took me like 2 months to start speaking, Tracy. I couldn't even say, yo. And then I think about it like who would want me dead? That like I ain't never do nothing about it for
Right.
you to like. You know what I mean? I could have woke up like how when Pac, when they tried to shoot him in New York, he just went at everybody and like. So that was the blessing that I still had a sane mind.
Yeah, you were saying.
Feel me?
With all the glitz and glamour, hanging out with the Kardashians, all the Hollywood shit. Then you got swallowed up in that, and it took your focus away from what was really important.
I mean, not really because, Tracy, I won a major award in the NBA for coming off the bench. Yeah.
At that time, right.
You know what I mean? And and when it was going down, it made me practice harder. It made me, stay with Kobe and work on my game after practice a little bit more and stuff like that.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about in the midst of your 6-man run, championship run.
Yeah. The cameras was out.
Cameras out.
Yo, the cameras was out. Because, when you go someplace with them,
yeah,
and then if you holding your own, if you got your own platform, then it's like extra. Like, and what's the women is like,
so
I didn't think women was gonna be that.
So
aggressive.
in that span, is that your happiest in your basketball career in that time, or was it another time you found that happiness?
Nah, I'm gonna say my happiest was when
because you winning championships,
but I can remember this day clearly. When I saw the refuge from basketball after my mom's passed away. I remember going to the park and
give me your age.
I was 12. I remember going to the park and like I stayed out like probably till the sun came up, just shooting a rock. Because at that time, that's probably the only thing that really like.
That was your happiest moment.
Yeah. When I really come to think about the importance of basketball and, steering me in the right direction because that's when I needed it the most.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Yeah.
And he or she, whatever you want to call basketball, it was there for me. Word. Word to mother. That's for real, for real. No fronting. So I mean, the championships and all that was I'm playing.
Basketball was a savior.
Yeah, who I was playing with, and the team I was playing with. That's what we expected. There wasn't no other like we training camp. We gonna win the championship. You know what I'm saying? That we was in training camp to win the championship. You know how sometimes you could get lead from somebody and they're not even trying to teach you.
Yeah,
you just follow the direction. You feel me? You just what he doing for us to be great. I'm gonna follow that. You know what I mean?
That was Bean.
Yeah. Let me tell you something about this dude.
Bean?
Yeah, he on a streak. He had like 9 game winners, walk-offs, 3, 2, 1, and his 9th one, we in Milwaukee. You know how your adrenaline could still be pumping after the game?
Yeah.
So Derek Fisher sitting right there. He got the last seat in the back, and he's talking to himself. Yo. And this nigga is yelling. He's murmuring to himself, I'm better than Mike.
Hey.
I'm better than Mike. I said, what? You bugging.
Low.
But that was his, like, if you know basketball, that's what he was trying to,
Low.
where he was trying to go.
No, bro. I told this exact story when we were younger.
Mm-hmm.
When I used to stay with him at his house.
Yeah.
He was saying the same thing.
Yo.
And I'm looking at him like
you gotta be
you
fucking out of your mind.
You bugging.
But
at 19 years old. He was saying the exact same thing where I told this story.
He was like, yo, he was just
yes,
talking to
he
himself.
was doing the same thing. I'm better than Mike. Yes.
Fuck, this nigga is crazy.
Straight up.
But I mean, I learned from him just by being on the court with him. Determination, will.
Savant, man. He just gave everything.
A super hunter.
Yeah. Like obsessed with the game. And
past
you don't have too many like that.
Well, I would say probably with losing more than the game. They ain't gonna want to lose nothing. I don't ever think he lost when you a sprint or whatever, start practice off, he the first one.
And you gotta watch him too, because he's real tricky in the shit. He's sneaky with the shit that he does too, and how he likes to, set you up and test you in certain.
Always.
Or did he ever test you to see
because he
who you are, like what he got in you?
But he knew I was on the same page as he was.
Right.
Like, with shit, I don't care who we got to play against. I'm gonna play as hard as I can, and whatever I got in me, I'm gonna try to bring it out. Real rap.
Yeah. No,
you never really. I read it was one book he had. He called me the glue.
You held it down low.
Feel me? Because he the leader on the court, but we spend most of the time off the court, right? Practice, talking, locker room.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody got to keep it light.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Like, it can't be 100 miles an hour every day.
Right.
You're going to be like the boss. Ain't nobody want to come to work. Ain't nobody going to want to work with you.
Right.
I think I was like the buffer. Like, I seen one interview, Evan Turner. It was Evan Turner.
Turner?
Yeah, and he was talking about Kobe and myself. And he was talking about how Kobe, was the king of the court, but Lamar had the street.
What do you mean by that?
I don't know, but I took pride in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did have the street though, like in the right and the wrong reasons, because I was in them. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't really have to be in them. I'm a Laker. I'm a reality show star.
What? So take me to some of your decision making after that when you fully recovered. What was the mindset? And
I'm still not fully recovered from that emotionally. You feel me? But the dude that y'all met in there, Vincent Frake, he helping me, stay sober, stay clean. I'm not trying to fuck with marijuana no more. You know what I mean? And I think with my story and my platform, I could save people, what I'm saying, from this crazy disease that's
talk about that. Like
fucking America.
You're now providing opportunity and trying to save.
Yeah, I'm gonna link with him. As soon as I get out of here, I'm gonna link with him, and I know for a fact that we're gonna have 2 or 3 rehabilitation centers somewhere, probably in Southern California. And I think, like, when you talk about purpose, I think that's what, like, God probably really, really put me here to do and conquer.
Yeah.
That. And there's gonna be a challenge. But I look forward to that challenge. I know how to stay away from the devil.
I think the one thing that is going for you is you have the right mindset.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I love people.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And so, if I could help people that can't help themselves or they don't have the right mind to help themselves. You feel me? If I could help them.
Hey,
you've always been a good, genuine dude.
No,
I've never heard anything bad about you on how you treat people because but that's where you come from.
But that's me. That's my grandmother's instinct.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That's me.
I was raised by my grandmother.
But we live in a world where perception and media, social media,
but Matt,
shit get taken all
one
out
thing
of order.
you said in there, you said, I'm not afraid of it.
Nah.
You're not afraid of this journey. You're not afraid to go down that path. And that says a lot about the direction like you want to go through, what you've been through, and where you're trying to get.
You talk
That
about
says a lot,
not
bro.
being afraid, right? I was on it. There was like 3 or 4 times, you know, when my family got called into the hospital room and say, yo, y'all might want to say y'all final goodbyes because he on his 4th stroke.
That's tough.
You know, and I say them like proudly, like medically is no, I have every reason not to be here, not
Right.
to have this
Right.
12 strokes,
Right.
6 heart attacks. I mean, I know y'all probably know per person that had a stroke, mouth was twitched,
Man,
crippled,
yes.
you feel me? And I
Yes.
could talk to y'all right now.
Yes.
Fact.
When I woke up, my guy, I couldn't talk.
That's scary.
And you know, when you had your body hole shut down, I couldn't even, my dude, I'm in Cedar Sinai, you know, they got to change my pamper
Hello.
every 3rd, every 4th hour.
Tell the people how long you been sober from cocaine.
Oh, maybe some years now, like 2 years. But I still smoke pot. That's a drug.
It is.
You
But
feel me?
You've cut the cocaine out.
Yeah.
You've been off that 2 years.
Yeah.
It's a work in progress.
I mean, and you know, I don't really like alcohol. I never really did. So that's never really been my problem. But you know, like we was talking in there, that shit is a drug, man. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So, man. And you know what? I look forward to really, you know, serving this purpose and giving people these services. You know, I mean, shit. I've been to an NA or AA meeting for 14 days straight. You know, I'm just learning about the process, learning through other people's stories,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, it's humbling, bro.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like I'm
yeah.
a real recognized face in LA. If
Yeah.
it wasn't for the court, it was off reality TV. And you know, just off, you know, having the humility to go in there alone is a great learning curve for me. You know, I can't wait till the day I have my own rehab and I can hit him with I'm not also
Mhm.
a client, I'm
Mhm.
the owner.
You will, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You will.
Because shit is real out here in these streets.
When you look back at, like I see sometimes when you talk about, you think back to it. When you think back and you see yourself now and you see yourself or seen pictures or hear about it or whatever, do you look back and like, I'm going to never be him. I'm going to make him proud. I'm going to show him like
Well, I just
I'm-
know, I
like-
know from how I'm living now, I'm never going to put myself in predicaments.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You know, man, you think about, you know, going to buy drugs, being in some of the places. You know, my best friend is the one who introduced me to hard narcotics. So being able to tell who's who. I don't fuck around. I don't smell like shit because I don't hang with it. You know what I mean?
That's a bar.
Yeah, like if you can't, you know, I'm still on my Kardashian shit because I love the best. Still,
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? So it's just some things I'm just not gonna accept or take. You know what I mean?
now you're just figuring out how to go about it the
Yeah,
right
you
way.
know how to, you know, navigate your life.
Yeah.
A certain way. I mean, it's a lot of things that I wouldn't do, you know, some things I thought I would never do that I did. You know what I mean? But, you know, God's grace and will, I'm here. I gotta be here for a purpose, bro. Like the shit that I've been through is medically impossible to be living.
That's your purpose, Lo. You went through some shit.
You know what I'm saying?
To where you
went
get to
through
be
some
here and
shit,
tell
my
it.
guy.
Come
And-
on,
and
man.
We
have
still
listening.
look good
And,
though.
yeah, and we
Absolutely.
talking about storytelling. I mean, you know how many, you know, drug addicts I see
Yeah.
got the same look, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So like,
Tell your story, man,
yeah, so
and help
and we
people.
just was talking about content is king, you know, and surround myself with smart people.
That's the key, Lo.
You feel me?
Yeah.
That's the key.
People in their business that was, you know, just as good as basketball player in their business.
Yeah.
They might be better than me than I was as a basketball player. Like that man that you met in there, he on that tip.
So you got your team right, because that's very important.
Very
You
important.
got your team right.
Word.
The
All
right
way
people around you.
from my lady to, you know, to everybody. And look at me talking about my girlfriend. Like I don't, you know, owe me. I'm hiding everything.
Shout out to Rachel, man.
Yeah, I don't. You know what thing I practice, and it started with my children. I don't lie. See, that's where the drugs and shit come in, because you lie to yourself every day
Right.
Yeah.
when you fuck around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't do that. Like, if I say I'm gonna be somewhere, I'm there probably 5 minutes early.
That's
You
true.
know what I mean? Old Lamar, I would have had to hit the pot before
Yeah.
I got on here. You know what I'm saying? To talk to y'all.
Yeah.
I just don't, I have no time for failure.
Clears your
everything.
mind,
Yeah,
right?
come
Your
on. I
mind is
want
clear
everything
now,
to go at 100. There's so much life to live, bro. Like, we play in the NBA.
Imagine a home where your Wi-Fi just works. Cuz, can you imagine that?
You mean streaming even with the whole family online? Multiple devices? Yeah, I can imagine that.
Thanks to Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. Your guaranteed 5 years of Wi-Fi that boosts speeds to your devices that need it the most. We're talking next level experiences, fast connections, and the most reliable fiber-powered Wi-Fi so you don't miss a play. Like right before a game winner.
Plus, you even get incredible gaming speeds and no one battling for bandwidth.
Most importantly, you get the ultimate fan experience. No contracts, no commitments, and everything you need included, all with the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee.
Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities. Xfinity. Imagine that.
Restrictions apply. Select plans only. Xfinity Internet is powered by fiber and connected to premises by coaxial cable. Most reliable claim based on Opensignal Awards USA. Fixed Broadband Report, May 2025, XB6+.
I've never been anywhere near of what you experienced. I do go back to 2000 and I think it's 8, man. I was obviously we play this game to win championships,
Mm-hmm.
and I think the one time that I felt like the demons was a part of my life in basketball is when I had microfracture surgery, and my team had played. Actually, we ended up playing y'all. I'm out for the season with microfracture. My team plays Portland, and then we play y'all in
the
a
Rockets?
in a 7-game series. Y'all gets hurt in like game 5 or 6. I don't play at all,
Yeah.
and I just felt like
Nah, yeah,
that
it
was finally my time.
Yeah.
And I had everything around me because we had Run
Mm-hmm.
on that team.
Oh.
We had Run on that team, and
You was
he remembers now.
Yeah, that would have been problematic for us.
We had Run, and we had little Aaron Brooks who was
Because
giving.
Ron,
yes,
he
he
was
was.
giving.
Ron did a good job at.
But I had
combating
Run.
Kobe.
I had Run and Shane.
Yeah.
So we got bodies that we could throw at Kobe.
Yeah.
I got a point guard that's driving
Mhm.
Derek Fisher crazy and Aaron Brooks.
Yeah.
Like, bruh, I was in a depression stage in Utah and Chicago. Like
Yeah.
that was my time, and it's like my demons, basketball demons, because you could have these demons come at you in all aspects of your life, but they was on my ass because I was out. I was so depressed because we play this game to win championships, to compete for a championship, and finally this is my time to compete,
Yeah.
and it was stripped from me. So all the emotions that I'm going through,
Yeah.
you questioning God, and I never want to question God because I'm a firm believer.
Yeah.
But I'm going through all these emotions, bro, and I'm messed up in the head, and it's like, how do I get out of this, bro? Like, how do I find happiness again? And then I just started going through all these exercises, mindfulness, meditation, all
Mhm.
this stuff, and I was able to get out, but it took some time.
Now, mindfulness is strong too, but that's why we competed at such a high level with the Lakers. Because we meditating together. So meditation is a form of prayer.
I do that.
And
Yeah.
that'll really give you a strong, unique bond that's hard to break. You got
Mhm.
12 men meditating together, trying to manifest the same things. That was one of the keys to our success. So it's good to hear you say that.
Yeah.
Word up. But I'm always a man of God though, because it always come down to drugs again for me, right? So my mother had a favorite cousin, her first cousin. They came up like sisters. But they lived in probably the toughest part of New York, which is the Bronx. And my mother got her to move to Queens on the same side of the street as us, but it was 2 blocks down. I don't tell a lot of people this story. I'm telling y'all. So it's why my faith of God don't sway. So I told you, my mother got her to move to Queens, same side of the street, 2 blocks down. I was 6 years old. But her name was Carla.
The fact that you remember this story at
Feel
6
me?
is very
So,
impactful.
yeah, so Carla wound up succumbing to drugs. Right? So I'm 6 years old. And I'm in my grandfather's hospital bed. You know, in the hood, people get sick, they bring the hospital bed in. I'm in my grandfather's hospital bed. He's in the hospital. One night, I'm in my sleep. Something wakes me out of my sleep. I don't know what the hell it was. But I see Carla. Now, remember I told you she's dead. She succumbed to drugs. I see her just standing over my grandmother. I was 6 years old. I wasn't scared or nothing like that. But from there on in, I knew that God was
Real.
present in my
Yeah.
life. Because I'm thinking, why would he have me see that and not at least my mother? That was her. They were like sisters.
Yeah.
And, I never, I know God is real ever since then. Real rap.
He is real, my brother, because you sitting right here in front of us.
That's the whole fact.
Telling your story.
For real.
It's for sure.
And you don't understand how impactful that is because there's a grown up, there's a young man, young woman, somebody out there right now, hopefully listening to our podcast and influenced by you and hearing your words. That's why I say you're an angel, bro.
Yeah, but you got to get, you probably anointed, but you got to get in touch with your higher power. You know what I mean? Allah, Yahweh.
Wherever it is,
You know
tap
what I
into
mean?
it.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
real.
I was reading the
It's
Bible.
real.
I got, reading the Bible today. I was reading Revelation just because I wanted to read that Jesus was a black man again. So I'm reading, giving the description of the Son of Man on his return. And that always gives me strength.
Yeah. Lo, he threw a lot at you, bro.
Word up.
He threw a lot at you, man. And
Word.
you standing. You standing tall.
For
You
real.
standing healthy.
And when I open my rehab centers, y'all got to come and
For sure.
come dunk.
For
Y'all gotta
sure.
You got to dunk.
Nah, I
baby.
ain't doing all that. I ain't-
I'll
Can't give
I-
it 360,
I-
yo?
I'll get ready for it.
Word up.
Brother, I will
Nah,
be
for
there
real.
for the grand
Yeah.
opening if
Word
you
up.
need me there.
Just come fuck with your boy.
Straight up.
Everything you're doing
Yes, sir.
is fantastic,
For real.
man. You keep
Well, I
thriving,
know
man.
what's in the people, man. I just want to, get the people what they need. And they need to be free, from disease.
Cuzzo, you know what time it is. It's the biggest time of the year for college basketball, the tournament. Teams face off against each other until it's down to the final two.
Already know what team you got, but along the way, there are surprises, comebacks, and upsets. It's anyone's game.
Well, regardless of who makes the final round, one thing's for certain. It takes the most talented people to build these incredible teams.
The same goes for when you're hiring. If you want your business to be at the top of its game, you need the best people on your team. That place to find them is ZipRecruiter.
And now you can try it for free at ziprecruiter.com/cousins.
ZipRecruiter, smart matching technology, immediately finds qualified candidates that checks all the boxes.
No wonder ZipRecruiter is the #1 rated hiring site based on G2.
Score the best for your team with ZipRecruiter.
4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try it for free at ziprecruiter.com/cousins.
That's ZipRecruiter.com/cousins. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
We played together. What year was that?
Oh, that was my worst year
I know.
because my son died in 2006.
Mm-hmm.
My son died. He passed away from SIDS in 2006. And I ain't even allow myself to cry.
Because you've been through so much.
Because, it's where I'm at, how I'm looked at in my family. You know what I mean? Like, man, my son died. But if I start boo-hooing, then, hey, this whole shit gonna be fucked up.
Yeah.
And then I had a real close cousin. His name was Curtis Lamar. He got killed in 2010. And that shit was hard. Word. I'm telling Mark Cuban this whole story. Like, yo, my son died 2000.
lead up.
To lead
Yeah,
up. Let's go. Give me
2006.
some color.
This is how you got to do it.
I'm telling him.
Yeah, that's the one I want to hear.
I'm letting him know the
Yeah,
man who he where
Yeah.
I'm at.
Right.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I said, yo, I wanted to quit in 2006, really. That was a wrap for me then, mentally. That shit was hard to come back from your son dying, bro. I'm like, yo, Mark, man, you know, I don't got nothing against y'all team, but even though we hate y'all, why you want me on your team? I'm like, all I like about Dirk is like going at him. Like, I don't really want to even play for y'all.
Right.
Let alone I'm getting traded from the Lakers. You know, I got the whole reality show. Like, I'm king here. Oh, yeah, Lamar, you're going to be all right. You know, got you. But I'm fried. Man, I'm having a bad game in Memphis. And I know I'm having a bad game. You know, you've been playing ball a long time. You know when your shit, like, I can't make layups. I can't do nothing right. Man.
Hold on. I want to stop right there before you go any further. So during this point, like leading before the game, he was already like, bro, I ain't got it. I'm going to give you what I got.
Yeah.
I ain't got it. So we playing in the game, and you can hear Turpin from
Mark
at this, hey, get your head in the game. And, Rick sometimes, Rick, he go at you. He tell you like it is, which I appreciate.
He a good coach too, though.
Yeah.
Shout out to Rick.
100%. I love playing for Rick. And, so he got to that, pull him out.
Man, we in the fucking locker room, bro. I'm going to keep
now
make
this
this long story short.
Now it's halftime.
No.
Man, if it was, and I'm going to keep real with you. I love people too, right? We all black men before anything that first. Man, this white man got it in his heart to get his point across. He needs to kick me in my shin.
Huh? Literally.
Literally.
Physically.
Yeah. No, Mark Cuban, time has passed. I forgive you. But if it wasn't for your cousin sitting right next to you right here, I was going to put him through the locker and wash the lockers with him.
Not my guy, Mark Cuban.
Yo, I was going to wash the locker room with him, bro.
What you do, cuz?
He like, yo, hello.
We're sitting literally like this.
Right there.
Just
if
like this.
it wasn't for him, like putting his hand on me, that Christian man that you sitting next to right there, if he didn't put his hands on me, Mark Cuban, all due respect, you a great businessman. I love your business. Hopefully you can help me buy some rehabs, Mark Cuban, because I'm trying to help people. I don't want to disrespect the powerful. I understand where I'm at in life. I don't want
it was a time.
Mark Cuban.
It was a moment.
I don't want to make him no enemy. You know what I'm saying?
No animosity. It just happened.
It was just a moment.
Yeah. But Mark Cuban, I was gonna wash you. NBA was gonna hate me.
It was a
fucking
moment.
they best owner up.
It was a moment.
Because you were the best owner in the NBA.
Like literally, as soon as we got into the locker room, Cube walks in. He's like, "Hey, he's getting attention." Like,
yo,
he didn't want to hear it because he was already like,
yeah. I know. Yeah,
and he was facing this way. I'm sitting here.
Yo,
everybody over there, Coach Carlisle, he comes right through here. He's standing here first.
It was like
getting closer,
yeah,
and closer, trying to get his attention because he wasn't trying to hear it. I was like, "Just please, Cube." Got closer, and it was more so like a, hey,
yo,
you hear me? Like type, and
yo,
and it's like.
I stopped. I say, hold up. I said, did this nigga just nudge me with his foot?
That's what he said out loud.
For his team? So I should beat you. I should have beat. You know what though?
I put stuff down like this, Mac.
Yeah.
We don't. Yo. We don't.
Like that could have been
this what I'm.
Yeah.
We don't.
I'm thinking about like effect, after effect. That shit would have been worse than that PJ Carlosimo.
Oh man, Lo, I'm glad, boy.
I mean, like the NBA probably they probably would have.
Oh, God. He had rage.
They probably would have burnt every jersey I ever wore.
He had rage. Q had rage because they were upset, and Q was passionate about.
For
sure.
The game.
I get it.
And that's what it was.
I love him for that. That's
why
why he's one of the best owners ever in the game.
Correct.
But Mr. Cuban.
That moment.
Hey, man, we're trying to help LO with these rehabilitation centers.
Yeah.
Come on, Q.
I'm going to give you respect and call you Mr. Cuban. You don't put your foot on no black man.
Especially when he was where he was.
Especially when you're privileged. Like, you got all the money. You got everything. You the man. You the man.
Yeah.
Obviously, you the man.
Not at that moment.
Nah.
Read the room, Q.
Yeah,
and that's what
that was what was missing at the point. It's just like reading the room. Like
that's like walking up to a homeless person, giving them some food, and then
taking it back.
Yeah.
$9.99 boo boo.
You want your ass whipped?
So he
in his locker room.
So it goes. So let me tell us a backstory to that. His reality show. He's having it. So obviously every arena, everybody's
It's crazy.
showing him love, and he blocked it out, focused on the game. Okay. The reason I'm saying that is because of the story. So now Cube's hot. It goes. We get this settled. He tell him take my uniform off, don't wear it, whatever. So he's like bet whatever because he's already out halfway out the door anyway. We go in the second half. We're playing. He didn't come out. He decides to come out and just
Street clothes. Oh, what the uniform?
Nah, he had just the
top.
he just had the top and the pants.
Boy, I know he ain't get subbed in.
This man that had nothing underneath, right?
What happened?
Nothing underneath. This boy sitting at the end of the bench. Like I said, he usually focused. So when people call, the game is going on this way. LO sitting this way.
Yo,
Talking to everybody in the stands on the game.
my man. I mean, like if you, I mean,
Okay.
but if you
I'm
think
like, boy,
about
you wildin'.
I was wilding, and you know what though? I could say that
I understood.
in some of them instances, I'm gonna be the man. I'm wrong. This is your team. You own the team. Feel me?
Accountability.
But
dog.
we not. This ain't the plantation, bro. I don't know how you view it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
feel
I
me?
understand that.
My
I understand
grandma
that.
from the South.
Yeah,
man.
I understand that.
Put
that
your
part of it.
feet on me, my guy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was kind of the beginning of the end.
Like, I mean,
and-
like if you want to disrespect somebody, put
And-
your feet on them.
And temperature is hot right now.
You know
I'm
what I mean?
frustrated. Like,
Remember
nah.
this, the craziest thing about it, it stayed in house for the most part. But when it came out that him and Dirk,
Yeah, it had a
like-
fight and all that. Yeah, that wasn't the case.
That's
They
what
always
came
put
out
some
of it.
bullshit out,
Yeah,
man.
that's what came of it. So
Probably,
it was
they,
just
they really probably wanted to make me look bad if I was fighting Dirk. It's
That's
really
for
time for him
sure.
to go.
Yeah.
So,
That's what
like-
that was
and
about.
after that,
That shit was crazy. But I'm glad I didn't do it. I'm glad I had, I restrained myself. Mr. Cuban, you was halfway right. But when you did that, you put yourself in the wrong place. But like you said, hope you help me buy some of these motherfucking rehabs, man. I'm sorry. I hope you sorry. Fuck.
Xfinity Court Connections is brought to you by Xfinity. One internet price, 5 years, guaranteed. Xfinity. Imagine that.
tell us a teammate that you've had over your career that you had the most chemistry with. That you think like we are well bonded and we connect, understand each other.
Pau understand the game.
Y'all work well together.
Yeah. I would say Bean, but he ain't passed. Join on YouTube, they got it say man, we got a lot of plays where we interact. And I would say when he run to the pinch post and I got the ball on top of the key, I knew if he was gonna go for the
And go back door.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So instantaneously it gotta be probably Cole, and I would say Luke Walton.
Shout out to Luke Walton.
Wow.
All smart basketball players.
Yeah. Luke Walton too.
He knew the game.
Yeah, if we ran a pick and roll together, we probably came up with something. Yeah, I wish me and Kobe had like within the offense, but we ain't never really have no 2-man offense together. Like him and Pau at the end of the game would run pick and roll, and then I'll come up to the high, and then feed it to Pau or feed it to the cutter.
It's just something, something
just
you
the
see
feel,
within
like,
it.
boom.
Yeah, I get
You know what
that.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
He gonna always make it easy. He gonna always run to it. You ain't gonna get it back.
That's
You know
why
what
they
I'm
put you in that position. 'Cause
Yeah.
you knew how to make the right play.
Yeah, but Luke and Pau too. Cause Pau, the first night we had Pau, you would think he had a whole training camp of the offense. That's how smart that bastard is. And people don't even give him his props because
No, Pau was nice.
Center.
Pau was nice.
Dumb nice.
And what I tell people,
He gave him
like,
2 dribbles. He
dumb nice.
Pau kept his same numbers whether he was in Memphis or he went and played with Bean. Like, he
Yeah.
kept those same
No.
numbers. Like, he was nice.
I
Smart.
mean, like, you don't even really understand like the intellectual part
Yeah.
of the game. He got footwork, drop step, left hook, right hook, and keep it real with you. Remember we was talking about KG being an intimidator and all of that? Pau backed all that. Young Pau was backing that shit down.
Yeah.
Busting, he was going at it with Kevin Garnett.
So he as his teammate, you didn't see no intimidation.
No. No.
That's what
From
these
Hispanic,
these young hoop heads out here, these talking heads think Pau.
Go, because it's finesse, you know, because might finger roll it on your ass, you know what I mean? But here was nothing punk bitch about Pau Gasol.
Yeah.
That shit, he was getting that tough work.
Yeah.
Word. And Pau rebounded. He wasn't.
Pau was dead nice,
in the trenches.
Bro. Dead nice.
Yes.
Dead nice. All right, so we got this segment called Family Dynamic.
Yeah.
And, we talk about who raised us.
Yeah.
It could be somebody in sports, whatever it is. Who raised you?
The game.
Talk about it.
Word. I thank the game for raising me, for making me a competitor, for being there for me at my downest times. Gave me my first high, a natural high.
Mm-hmm.
And the love that me and her got, I can't even explain it.
Yeah.
I fuck with her when I don't even fuck with her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I understand
when she getting misused and played the wrong way, I'm always cheering for her.
Yeah.
I think because I'm not gonna pat myself on the back right now. I think because I know the game and I know the importance of every position on the court, from having to perform. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's the 2-guard mentality,
Mm-hmm.
small forward playing, power forward mixing it up. With a center do, I played center and for the U.S. in 2010
Mm-hmm.
World Championship team. We want to go medal. I think I'd probably be a hell of a coach too, bro. I know how to deal with people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Dealt with a superstar.
Mega superstar. Not just superstar.
Yeah, the man.
Mega
you know what I mean?
superstar.
So it's like you can't really shun me like, who the fuck are you? I done seen him go to work.
Yeah.
And you climbed the mountaintop twice.
Yeah.
Word. So it's like, I would probably love to coach too.
Would you consider it?
Hell yeah. I would love to probably like a HBCU team or something like that. Because that's one thing about going to college too. I'm mad that I ain't give an HBCU a look or a visit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because I went to Texas Southern to shoot a reality show, and I seen the strength, man. All these black people learning together and getting the right education. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, powerful.
And from a dude that really didn't appreciate education, seeing it on that level, I'm getting chills just thinking about it.
Yeah.
This might be the start of something.
Because you gotta be dedicated to it when you're a coach too. You take that job home every day.
Yes, sir.
I gotta go with my auntie, man. My auntie Tammy, back in Polk County. When Mom Dukes wasn't around, your auntie's always gonna have your back. You know what I mean? And my auntie, man, I remember being in school, bro. I wasn't the best student, always the, I was a class clown. But even when I got in trouble,
never would have noticed that.
When I got in trouble, bro, and I felt like I was done wrong, I used to call my auntie. Did you have that one auntie that come to the school?
Oh,
yeah, no, she come to the school. She come to the school and raise hell, bro.
And act up?
Act a fool. Like my auntie don't play by her nephew, dog. But just the support that I always receive from my auntie, I know I could count on my auntie for whatever support, whatever I need, whether it's financially. When I was a kid, if I need something, my auntie was always there. So shout out to my auntie Tammy for always having my back, even to this day. And she still thinks she young because she be hanging out in club culture in Winter Haven, popping, doing her thing. Live your life, auntie. Love you much.
Right. Who raised me? So I think this one is fitting today. It's for my brother Chris.
Chris, shout out to Chris. Get right.
This
episode, hey, Chris, when Chris see this episode, he definitely could relate to this.
Because he battled with addiction as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Say less.
And he's one of the guys, he always talked about you and loved you for a long time. So this is going to make his day. But I think for him, regardless of all of the tough times he's gone through, his support for us is for me, but for the family, because he's always been locked up or just dealing with his addiction,
going through it.
and always had the support. So he was like, man, let me see. This was a couple of weeks ago. He was like, man, did Vince and Tracy talk about me or mention me? And I was like, we did talk about So his support, regardless of his down times, and I think has.
We need Cuz to get right. Cuz been going through it for so much, man.
Is he caught in his addiction right now as we speak?
Yeah.
Yeah?
He is.
But on, he's on his way out of it.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta understand that, like, you know
he's
what I mean?
dealing
Like,
with a mental illness.
yeah,
He's dealing with an
like,
illness.
You not really want to
Right.
make that decision that he's
Right.
making that's killing him, because when you give into addiction, you don't end up in the penitentiary or dead. You know what I'm saying? But he can't make the conscious decision, especially when you're caught in your addiction.
And
You know
this
what I
is
mean?
why I say that you're an angel, because I feel like when he hears this is like,
If you're dealing with addiction, like it's day by day.
yeah.
We gotta
Like
get
I've
him
been
on.
clean off of everything, for 14 days. You feel me? That shit feel like a year.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna. I mean, it get easier as you get every day in to staying clean and sober. And clean and sober is no alcohol. So think about that. If you addicted to a substance, you know what I mean? You would think, let me have a drink to ease the pain. That should trigger you the same way.
It's got to be a lifestyle change.
It gotta be.
It's got to be a lifestyle change.
And it's the hardest thing for some of us to do is change our lifestyle. Because you change your friends.
But his support,
we got to connect him.
Yeah,
we got to get him on the phone so he can holler at LO.
Yeah,
Word.
but his support is always there,
Yeah.
regardless of his situation. So, he deserves a shout out because, like you say, regardless of his problem, he's still loving. He done had situations in jail.
Yeah,
talking about us.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So, just shout out to you, brother.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, man. Appreciate it,
You
dog,
too,
for
man.
blessing us,
Anytime.
man.
I'll come through every day.
Yeah, anything you need from me, my guy.
I'll be at you.
Around, man. We connected. 96, 97.
You know what's up. All the time.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you. Another one in the books.
Well, that's another one of the cousins in the books, man. VC, T-Mac, that's LO, man. Appreciate y'all listening. Much love.